If you're in your 20s or 30s making 5K to 30K a month, Dubai is not the place, bro. In this video, I'm gonna go through exactly why you should consider Paraguay and why more and more people are leaving Dubai and actually coming to Paraguay as a tax-free option and, more importantly, a base to have. First thing, guys, I want to say is I have been living in Paraguay for 2.5 years now, and this is the place I am set up in terms of tax and my overall base. When it comes to, a tax-free life, obviously, usually you have to stay in the country for a certain amount of time to have that active, and this is the case in Dubai, right? You do need to stay there for a period of time in order to get the tax benefits. With Paraguay, that is not the case. What's going on, guys? Just here with Ale. He's the man of Paraguay for the taxes. In terms of Dubai versus Paraguay, dude, what do you think is better and why do you think, basically, why do you think Paraguay is better than Dubai as a tax option?
Rules change all the time, right? So let's look at the situation in 2025.
Okay.
We got in Dubai, you got to stay 90 days per year mandatorily, then again once every 6 months. Then you have to have mandatory health insurance the whole year. You got to have a proper apartment the whole year. You got to have your company in a free trade zone. So these things keep adding up, right? They're just trying to limit your freedom with the 90 days. But then you add up the cost of the apartment, the health insurance, the free trade zone. That's like 20K a year, no joke. Yeah. Like even if you keep everything, the bare minimum, it's gonna be 20K easy. Mm-hmm. In Paraguay, you can fuel your whole life with 20K in a year.
Yeah.
And there you're just paying bureaucracy.
Okay. And in terms of the lifestyle, I was speaking about how, you don't have to live here, but if you want to live here, it's still a good life, right?
100%. Like people tell me all the time, like they're like, oh, but how it is to live there, because they come here for the taxes, and I'm like, you know what, like I'm not gonna tell you anything, because it's hard to fight people's convictions. So if people think that Paraguay or Latin America is like, I don't know, a bad place to live where there's criminal activity and stuff, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm like, you come here to sort out your taxes, and then you tell me how it's like.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, these people that come here for 4 business days to get their residency done, I still see them at Shopping Del Sol after 5 years, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, in the end, how was it?
Yeah.
Right? But it's too hard to explain this to people who start with their prejudice. You just let them come here, and then, they'll figure it out by themselves.
Okay.
I think you never try to sell Paraguay to anyone. Like, you guys want to have 0 taxes, come here, and then just stay a few more days just to check it out and see what you think about it.
Yeah. So from a tax perspective, Paraguay already wins. So that is enough in one sense. However, I'm gonna go a lot deeper into this. In terms of the tax stuff on the Paraguay end, it's 0%. The only thing you can't do is live in another country for more than 6 months. You have way more flexibility here, and I just think it's better overall. Outside of the tax stuff, what I think super important, and a lot of people don't actually think about, is the lifestyle, especially if you have to stay in Dubai, right? You need to actually value your life. You need to enjoy your life. It needs to be set up in a way in which you actually want to be there, right? And so you have to consider this side of the page when it comes to moving your tax and basing up somewhere. Now, the first thing that I think is the most important thing is the networking, right? Now, sure, people say the networking is good in Dubai, right? But I just met up with a bunch of Aussie guys that left Dubai, considered it as an option, left straight away, and I've seen more and more guys leaving. Reason being, it's fucking fake. It's all about cock-offs, who's making more money, what you can give. It's not real, it's not true, it's not honest friendships, right? The best thing about Paraguay is this genuine brotherhood here. One of the reasons why it's so strong, one of the reasons why it's so good, is because in Paraguay, you can't flex, and you shouldn't flex, right? Like, you can have a supercar here, in a minute, it's fucked from a pothole, right? Or, just flexing in general, it just doesn't make sense to do that because you're in a third world country, it's just a fucking unintelligent move. Someone could be making 2K a month, and another person could be making 30 or 50K a month, and you wouldn't even fucking know, right? And that's what's good about Paraguay. When you meet someone, when you connect with the people here, you don't know. It's not about that. It's, do I fucking like this cunt, right? Do I like this person? Would I hang out with him? The guys I've met here are genuine legends I would go on holiday with. What's going on, guys? Just with the boys here. from Australia. They met me through YouTube, and yeah, just hanging out, having a coffee. Yeah, we'll get Mackenzie's thoughts on, Asuncion, Paraguay. He's been here for a few months now, so you'll find out exactly, how he's feeling after a few months.
Hey boys, how we going? We found Brock. We were basically looking for tax optimization. First, we went to Dubai, headed to Dubai, had a look around, didn't really like the vibe. Went to Portugal, realized it was a lot harder than you think in Portugal. We were posted up in Asia. So were we in Bangkok or were we in Phuket? Yeah. We're in Phuket training, and it's my mate, by the way. So we found his channel, like literally just scrolling through the depths, right? We were scrolling, we typed up zero tax Paraguay, and we were just scrolling.
I think we went, Paraguay came up from another video. I think it was...
What, a recommended?
Yeah, recommended, posted up, and was like, hey, this big G's from Oz.
Yeah, and we were literally like, oh, he's from Oz, because everyone else we were listening to had like Spanish accent or whatever, and we're like, oh, they're probably just trying to sell you a fucking service. But he was just he's talking like dialed in, monk mode, fucking hustle, a few months of the year, and I was like, that resonates with us, no tax. So yeah, we just literally within the Christmas period went home, said goodbye to the fam bam, and now we're here just fucking...
Living good.
Yes, sir.
Living good.
Damn good.
Wicked, bro. Wicked. Thanks for sharing that, man. Appreciate that. So, yeah, lads, if you're from Oz or you're from any other shitty Western country, you're thinking about coming out, make the move, see what it's like. Every single person that comes here, within a week or two, they decide they want to stay, right? Not only do you get the tax options and the cheaper prices, but the network here, the community here is fucking insane. And your ability to grow your income and just yourself and your whole mindset is second to none. So stop thinking about it, make the move. I have a community, there'll be a link down below. Join the fucking community if you want to join us, boys, and network with all of us. And yeah, peace. Right, even Charlie Morgan spoke about this in a YouTube video, why he left Dubai. This was one of the reasons. He just said it was so fucking fake. It wasn't real. And it's definitely something you have to consider. Now, overall, the networking in both are gonna be somewhat good, right? Because these guys are moving their taxes, so they have a successful business, or they want a new base, right? They want a plan B, and usually they're switched on. So no matter what, you're gonna meet some cool dudes, but the fact of the matter is they're just gonna be a lot cooler over here, and it's gonna be a lot more genuine. And you see this come up a lot. This is not about a fucking LinkedIn resume orgy here and fucking comparing and what can you give me and take. It's just, do I like this guy or not? And that's what I love about Paraguay. It genuinely is that. And you've got the asados going, the barbecues going, good weather. You can't complain, really. Now, the next thing that becomes important when you're living somewhere is the dating, right? If you're a single guy and you're stuck in a dating market for 6 months of the year in something you don't like, or that has fucking terrible, pool of options, well, you're in a bit of a tricky situation, right? And this is another reason why Paraguay is better on a lifestyle perspective in terms of the girls. The girls in Dubai, it's all transactional, right? Most of the hotties are getting piped by some old fucking rich dude. It's all inauthentic. You don't even know if the girl likes you for you. Very, very transactional there. And overall, I've heard it by a million dudes out there. It is just not the place to find a chick. Cool, okay, so Dubai is your tax option. You have to live there, right? It's your base, but you can't even have a life. You can't even have friends that you can trust. You can't have a girl that you know for sure is actually into you for you, right? Or even just attract the girl you want. When it comes to Paraguay, the dating's not that way. You also have Argentina on your doorstep, Brazil on your doorstep. There's just so many options around, and you definitely won't have a problem finding a genuine chick here, right? One thing I will note, if you want to increase your chances of meeting more chicks, you do need to learn the Spanish language. And there's two things that I'll go into as to why people look at Paraguay and just turn a blind eye. I'll go through them at the end of the video. But overall, guys, the dating is a lot better. The next thing is the lifestyle, right? Like, what is it actually like to live there? What does it feel like? And is it livable, basically? And in Dubai, there is a fair few cons in terms of actually living there. The air quality is shit. It's super hot for 3 months of the year, I believe. The rule is almost too strict. There's just rules for every fucking thing, right? This is cool but for the safety, but at the end of the day, you want a bit of flexibility. You don't want to feel like you're on your fucking toes, like about to get caught or fuck up with something, right? Best thing about Paraguay is the rules are limited, so you can basically do whatever the fuck you want. So There's that side of the coin. And then the next thing, and the most important thing, is it's super, super expensive there. So when you compare the lifestyle that it costs you in Dubai compared to Paraguay, the amount of money you save is insane. Your lifestyle in Dubai, to have something good, is going to be at least 10K. Whereas in Paraguay, you could live like a king for 2 to 3K. And then if you use the maths, right? The maths of the money that you save, you can invest more and get ahead even fucking further, way further than you would in Dubai. You've got actual true friends you can go on holiday with. You've got a lifestyle base here that is livable, right? It's something that you could actually see yourself basing, calling your home, just like I have recently. It's so, so important to be able to not only make the decision of taxes, but also make the decision of, do I even like this place? Is this a long-term place I could stay, that I can build genuine relationships and enjoy the lifestyle? Overall, I believe that Dubai is for the super rich, right? The materialistic guys that already have their life set up, right? Older guys that already maybe have a family, they already have a girlfriend, they already have a network kind of cemented of people they trust that are there already, right? They're happy to move around, especially during the hot months. If they're happy to do all that, then it kind of makes sense to be there. Maybe if they're making a ton of money as well. But if you're a young guy, as I said, within that fucking 5 to 30K a month range, I genuinely believe you're making a fucking mistake. You can enjoy your life so much more. You don't even need to be in Paraguay for 3 months, 6 months. You don't have to stay here if you don't want to. You have the flexibility. You're not tied to a chain. You have the flexibility to go and do whatever you want. Just don't spend 6 months in another country. Now, back to what I was saying before. I said to you that there was 2 reasons that people turn a blind eye to Paraguay. The first one is the language, right? If you want to date the women, if you want to get involved in the actual culture and the locals here, you do need to learn Spanish. And it is a pain in the ass, I'm not gonna lie, but it is one of the best things I've ever done. Learning the language, it's made me learn so much about myself, about my own language, right, in English. And for a young guy, I just genuinely believe it's actually a good thing. It's a pro. You are going to have so much fun with it and learn so much. If you come here, I do recommend that you do it. Otherwise, you will just stay mute, right? You don't just want to rely on the network you have and maybe like the 5 or 10% of girls that speak English. If you do come here, you must learn Spanish. The second thing, most of you guys think Latin America is super unsafe, is the furthest thing from the truth, right? It's just societal fucking programming bullshit. If you are an intelligent guy that has his head switched on, nothing's gonna happen to you. And at worst, someone steals your fucking phone, big deal. If you're looking at taxes, you've probably got a successful business, you're making enough money to replace it anyway. Do not fall for the bullshit of how people are saying it's super unsafe. By the way, one of the best things about Paraguay is compared to the other countries, it is one of the safest. I walk out here with my earphones in, I've never had a problem, never felt unsafe. I genuinely would walk out at night and not even bat an eye. Now Mexico, Colombia, different story. Brazil, different story. Not as unsafe as people think, but still need your head switched on. But Paraguay, as long as you're in the main zone and you're not in the fucking slums, you will literally have no fucking problem. Overall, guys, if you want, you know, a genuine relationship, a good lifestyle, still tax-free option, more flexibility, Paraguay's just a no fucking brainer. I wouldn't even go to Dubai in most cases. Only the ones I said before. Overall, guys, I think with time, more and more people are going to be leaving Dubai and they're going to be coming to Paraguay. Right, it's going to start opening up. If you are considering getting tax here, just come for a week or two, see it for yourself, and you'll realize what's happening. You'll realize how it actually is, and that it's actually pretty fucking livable. Now, if you have any things that you wanted to add to this, or maybe you think I'm wrong, feel free to put in the comments. Happy to hear your perspective. Other than that, ask any questions you want in the comments, subscribe to the channel. I'm posting heaps more content on Paraguay and everything else within my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.